Levels of testing in software testing, a detailed view. Before we go deeper into this today, if today is your first time on this channel, kindly click on the subscribe button and also click on the notification bell in order to keep getting the latest updates each time I drop a video like this. So, what is the second level of software testing? Before we go into that, in the last video, I talked about unit and component testing and software testing, and that was the first level of software testing. Make sure you go back into that video to watch what unit or component testing means before coming to this. So, what is the second level of testing? It is called integration testing. It is called integration testing, and in our car example, remember, from the first level of testing, to start the car without an engine, it won't work, right? The battery must be there before lights can be put on. The brake is needed to stop the car as well, right? Good. Now, examining how well all these car units cooperate, send signals, and communicate with one another is integration testing of the car parts. So, in the previous video, I talked about the different parts of a car, right? The car start engine, the lightning, the brake, and some other parts of the car. So, all these parts of the car works together and communicate with one another in order to work effectively. So in software testing, all the modules, the programs, the classes, the objects must communicate to one another in order for the software system to work effectively. For instance, the passage of a data flow, let's put it this way. You want to sign up on a website, you want to register. So while registering on that website and you submit, after completing the form, it is expected that the information you have supplied is, stored in the database. And by logging in into the system, it is expected that the system calls, there is an API, application programming interface, that calls the data and authenticate that the user exists from the database before it can allows you to log in into the system. So this simple analogy can be tested as component integration. So we can also call it system integration when your system is communicating, a software system is communicating to another software system. So in software testing, there is component and system integration testing. Now both these with interaction between one module to another or one interface to another interface, and also between system to systems. Within the module, it's expected that when you submit a form, there is a response to that, and it's expected that it is showing in the database. It's also expected that when you log in to a system, you see a dashboard and your information should be there, right? So it's also expected that when you subscribe to a product or you try to buy a product online, once you click the product and you select the product, it's expected that you can go into the checkout page, right? And you can see these products there. You can also go into the payment page where you can make payment. So all of this can be called data flow from one interface to another interface within the same module. Now, the product that you bought, right? There can be another module called customer module where all your activities are being recorded. So it could be interaction between one module to another module. So it could also be interaction between system to systems. For instance, the payment platform on your e-commerce application is another system entirely, but it is integrated into your e-commerce platform so that you can receive payment. So that on its own is an interaction, is an integration of one system to another system. Take, for instance, your mobile banking application. When you want to send money to another person or to someone, you collect this person's account details. When you are trying to send this money, you must first and foremost select the bank of this person before inserting the account number. So there is an integration working right there that calls up this person's information before you can send the money. That's another level of integration between one system to another system. And so that will be all for this video. Thank you for watching.